We have all heard the rumors. The Jaguars have secured the #1 overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft because the Jets all of a sudden started trying for no apparent reason. With this, many believe that the Jaguars will select Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who is supposed to be the next big thing. Combine that with the fact that there are rumors that Urban Meyer is being considered for the head coaching job, and there's a lot of young offensive talent on the team, and this makes me wonder, is the future really bright in Jacksonville? I personally think it is, but first, before we talk about that, be sure to subscribe if you love football. If you want to help the channel and help the video out, be sure to hit that like button, suggest another video topic I should do next, and be sure to turn on post notifications. Now let's get started. Let's quickly address the fact that the Jaguars have only won one game all season, and that was against my Indianapolis Colts. They have been competitive at times, but everybody knew this was going to be a rebuilding year for the franchise, and that they would need a new quarterback. We have seen a good mix of Gardner Minshew, Jake Luton, and Mike Glennon, and none of them really look like the guy of the future. With a #1 overall pick, I know the general manager has enough common sense to select the obvious player they need, that's Trevor Lawrence. Trevor has been seen as a prodigy since his high school days and is the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. Yes, Mahomes is super talented and insane, but he was seen as a risky prospect, and I'm just talking about purely pre-draft guys. If the Jaguars do what they do and draft Trevor, they will have the next generational guy to lead them. But who will he throw the ball to? Well, they have 3 solid young wide receivers on the roster in DJ Chark, Keelan Cole, and Laviska Shenault, and I like all 3 of those guys, and I think with one more piece, they could be a really good group for Trevor. Plus, you can't forget about D.D. Westbrook, who if he recovers and is anything like his old self, could also help a lot too. Just like the Colts did when they got Andrew Luck back in the day, I want the Jags to either draft Justin Ross, Amari Rodgers, or Cornell Powell at wide receiver, and take a chance with Braden Galloway as their tight end. Giving Trevor a talented player that he played with at Clemson for years, combined with the guys that they already have, could make the passing game elite and make his transition much smoother. The running back situation went from a disaster in the preseason to now one of the more promising. Undrafted rookie James Robinson has come out of nowhere this year and has already rushed for over 1,000 yards on the season, but he may not play in their final game. I would like them to maybe sign an experienced veteran as a backup for the locker room purpose, or in case Robinson continues to get injured, but I like how they found Robinson, so I trust their scouting department to find a good backup. The defense needs a lot of help though, as they are arguably the worst defense in the league, but that is not something I'm really going to focus on in today's video. The offensive line will need some improvement, as they are currently 22nd in the NFL in sacks allowed, not the worst, but not the best. It's not as bad as you think, but they need to keep Trevor safe, and I think taking a lineman in the second round would be good for them. Now let's get to the big elephant in the room. Who will be their head coach? Doug Marrone's going to be gone, and Urban Meyer's name has surfaced lately, and it may not be as far-fetched as you may believe. He has been pegged as the coach for a lot of schools and teams since he left Ohio State in 2018, but he's had all these strange health reasons for leaving Florida and Ohio State, so some may wonder if he would actually honor his word and coach for the Jaguars, instead of when things get tough, maybe have a health thing come up. But who knows. He was actually asked if he would consider the Cowboys job a couple years ago, and he said he would consider them, basically admitting that his coaching career may not be over. According to Kyle Rowland of The Blade, quote, the former Ohio State head coach has had exploratory discussions with intermediaries about the Jacksonville Jaguars job. He has been in contact with the Jaguars, and with them now having the #1 overall pick in the draft, this could be an opportunity that Urban can't refuse. Adam Schefter said, quote, sources who have spoken to Meyer believe he wants to make sure that if he decides to make the jump to the NFL level, he is fully prepared to immerse himself in a new world. Meyer's resume at a college level makes him an obvious target for NFL teams, as he's gone 187-32, and he's one of the best coaches in football history. He's been seen as a guy who can win anywhere, but if he were to go to Jacksonville, he may not be able to win immediately. Trevor, Robinson, and the young wide receivers are good, but they have one of the worst defenses in the NFL, and we all know you cannot compete without a decent defense, and there'll be a lot of work to do there. And I remember a couple years ago the Jaguars had a really elite defense, and they'll need to get something like that if they want to be legit Super Bowl contenders. As a Colts fan, I don't want to see Urban and Trevor in our AFC South division, but putting my bias aside, this would be really cool, and I think this would help make sure that Trevor's career goes well, and that he has a good coach and a good organization, which is what we all want to see. What do you guys think though? If you're a Jaguars fan, let me know your thoughts on that. And if you're just a fan in general, let me know what you think of this situation. Before you go, don't forget to suggest a future video topic. Hit that like button to help the video get in the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new, suggest a future video topic, and check out all my other videos, including one about the rise of James Robinson. Hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.